Good afternoon. I wanted to upload a short little video on how to manage your time a little bit more effectively as we're navigating through online studies. Based on some feedback that I've received from students, I thought this might be helpful. So this video won't take long, just a couple of, a few, actually more than a couple, suggestions to help us as we're all trying to get everything that we need to get done and done well. Um, First things first, the struggle is real. As making the transition from classroom to online can be difficult, and there are so many distractions at home. Whether it's your social media platforms, whether it's your desire to sleep all the time, or whether it is your desire maybe to eat everything in the house. Whatever it is, the struggle is real, and that can sometimes prevent us from being as productive and effective as we need to be. So, what I'm going to do here is offer just a few suggestions. These suggestions are based on um, ideas that have come from educators, both of the K through 12 and collegiate level, as well as psychologists. There's actually a book that I'm going to be using. I'll give you the title of it at the end. But these suggestions are not just things that I made up out of the clear blue sky. First things first, you need to embrace the moment and be honest about where you are. If you are behind in your work, own it and then be willing to change, because that's going to be a big part of your arsenal for overcoming the challenges that you may be facing when it comes to managing your time. Secondly, and there is no app for this one, you, the student, have to become more committed um, to self discipline. You have to be self disciplined about your studies and your schedule. There's no app for that, especially if you are home now, and especially for those of you who may have other responsibilities, like if you're babysitting or if you have to cook. I'm certain that you all have chores. Your parents expect those things to be done. They also expect you to stay on top of your studies. So in order for you to do both of those things well, you really have to be self-disciplined. You have to be committed to improving in that area. No one can do that for you but you. So this is now your opportunity to grow and to shine in that area. The third thing, create a daily agenda. And if possible, try to even create it around your school schedule. For example, if you know that you have math first period, maybe when you get up in the morning, the first thing you're going to focus on is your math work or whatever class it is. The point is using the structure of your school schedule to help you establish some kind of routine at home, obviously incorporating the chores and other expectations that your parents have for you. Maybe sit down with your mom and dad and say, hey, listen, can you help me with my schedule? Let me come up with the schedule for home so that I can get everything done. As long as you have something in front of you, and if you notice on the slide, I have a little picture of a journal. Looks like a journal, um, or a planner. If you are a planner person, that's a good thing. Don't stop using it because you're at home. If you are an app person, there are plenty of calendar apps. I have my Google Calendar on my phone. That's how I keep up with pretty much every appointment that I have, everything for class, things for ministry, personal stuff. That's how I keep track of my stuff. You have to come up with something that works for you so that you can stay on top of all of your assignments and all of your chores and whatever else you have going on. Fourthly, set an alarm. Set an alarm for the times that you slot to do your work or to do whatever. That way you're almost forcing yourself to focus on a particular thing at a particular time, ensuring that it gets done. What can happen sometimes is you start something in one class, then you get bored with it, or it's too hard, and you go to something else, and then you get distracted, and the next thing you know, you come back 2 days later, and neither assignment is done. So you don't want that to happen. So give yourself the time that you need to do the work, but set an alarm for yourself. Give yourself a starting point and an ending point to make sure that you're getting everything done at the appropriate time so that you don't have any missing work. And then finally, stay in touch with your teachers. keep in touch with your teachers, and not just when you have a question about an assignment. If something's too hard, if you need something resubmitted, if you're having issues with, how to do something or how not to do something, you wanted to make sure that you're giving feedback to your teachers about where you are, because your teachers are going to be more than able and willing, of course, to help you guys out. So what I've done here, I've just offered some helpful tools, and I'm going to upload the actual slide presentation of this. Your Google Calendar, which I mentioned, a phone alarm, and also on for those of you who do have phones, there are so many apps that you can use to help you manage your time, whether it's Post-its or agendas or planners. You can use those things. Don't be afraid to use them. Don't be shy. And then finally, closely related to this, there are actually apps that they're called distraction blocking apps. They will actually prevent social media things from popping up to distract you so that you will not hear notifications. Now, if you're the person who needs that and you have permission from mom and dad, of course, you always want to check with them. You need to talk to your parents about, hey, what can I do to become less distracted? But those things are available, especially to for older students, if you are interested. But that's it. That's all I wanted to say. I will upload not only the video presentation of this, but I will also upload the actual slide presentation, because this right here is actually hyperlinked, and they have a list of different distraction blocking apps that students can use. They're built for students. So take a look at those and see if they help. God bless and take care.